Start question number 4, Honorable Shri Achumbemo Kikon.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I have asked a very simple question, but Honorable CM has given me a very complicated answer. I want some more clarity on these answers. Before I come to my argument, a supplementary question. Actually, what I sought for was whether there is any specific duration for the reservation of the backward quota in the government employment sector. The answer to the first question was, of course, reservation started from 1967 onwards. That is about general quota. I'm not talking about the general quota. I'm asking a question within the reserve group, the reserve categories. In this, there was no reply, and therefore my supplementary question is whether there is any plan, or let us say intention, on the part of the government to specify the duration, how many more years to go for reservation. 1. 2. Whether there is any proposal on the part of the government to review the existing quota reservation in the government sector. I'll come later on to my point of view, but these two questions I would like to request our Honorable CM to answer.
Speaker, sir, I will come to the supplementary question raised by the questioner. The specific duration was not mentioned. I'll reply those two questions together. And in the cabinet, we have discussed that we must revisit the backward reservations. And in the cabinet, we decided that there should be specific jurisdiction. However, we will revisit only after we conduct census. But we have not been able to conduct the census, and it has been kept on hold because some tribe has gone to court and it is not being settled. Also, not to have census. So it has held us up, and only when proper census is conducted, we will revisit the backward quotas. And at that time, we will also specify the jurisdiction. Duration.
I'm thankful to the Honorable CM for the clarity. Speaker, sir, there is actually a contradiction in the government policy. Why I'm saying contradiction? Because the answer to my question is, it is reserved on the tribe basis. I have asked a very categorical question, whether it is reserved on a geographical basis or tribe basis. The answer to that question is tribe basis. But again, in the bottom part of the answer, it is also said that somewhere it is geographically identified, which means the Sumis of the eastern areas, the Kifiri part of the Sumis. I don't know how many percentage was given, but that is the geographical. If you are talking of reservation of in the government sector, it is now a geographical area because Sumis as a tribe are advanced, like the Lotas, Semas, Lotas, Angamis, and the rest. So therefore, the government in its policy has contradicted in framing the policy. On the one hand, they are telling me that it is on the tribe basis. On the other hand, it is being reserved on the geographical area. Now, The question is, this, since Honorable CM has answered, I don't want to argue further, but since the cabinet have decided to revisit, I think it has to be done at the earliest. The policy which is adopted at the moment is from 1997 onwards, 25% reservation. Then it has now increased to 37% of the job reservation. Out of this 37% reservation, 25% goes to our ENBU areas. Let us come back to the ENBU areas. They have initially the ENBU comprising of about 7 tribes. Now with the addition of Chakasangs and Buchuris, it is 9. So 9 tribes were a part of the job reservation quota. Now within this 7 tribe, let us exclude Buchuris and Chakasangs because they are from PAC district. How do you distribute? There is another problem compounding to that is Dikir has also been recognized officially as a tribe now. Now there's a lot of complication here. Then you come back to Honorable CM is telling us that the 2001 is under challenge as far as the census is concerned. I'm aware of that. But I'm not very conversant with 2011 census, whether it is under challenge or not. But if we go by that record, 2011 census, Mon records 250,000 plus population. From that 25%, how do the government distribute? Let us come back, compare, I'm only comparing the statistics which is available on the record. Gifuri records about 74,000, Longland records about 50,000, Gyeongsang 1,96,000. So, a population of having 2,50,000 of Mon district, if they are getting 1 EAC this year, then a population having 50,000 of that particular tribe also will get 1 EAC. Where is the justification, Speaker sir? How do you, where is the equilibrium in distributing the quota even within the reserve group? So this backward quota will never come to an end. And government is saying that there is no specific duration for this. No. We have to have a specific duration. We have to take our people forward. We cannot keep them years together, 100 years together to be backward. And therefore I must insist that there should be a duration in the backward reserve group. And I'm only giving an example. I have no grudges with any other individuals, locations or tribe. But the Gonyaks will keep demanding, even if we decide that we will end the tribe backward quota reservation by 3 years from now, 2 years from now. But they will still tell us that, look, we have this much populations. Our other friends call it 10 DSPs, 10 EACs. We are still standing at 10 EACs, 10 DSPs. We are yet to recover this much. There will be a fight within the backward quota group again. Now, pocket-wise, the government, in fact, unintentionally has implemented the quota reservation on pocket-wise. There should be no problem now. Why I'm saying this? Because the suburbs of eastern areas have been given. They have been already given, identifying from the pocket-wise. Now my people from boundary areas have started demanding that we should be also given a backward reserve quota. Likewise, in some of the our areas, like Along Taki, where my younger brother, Minister Sab, in Along represents, these are backward areas. We are that as backward for forward tribe. Angami areas of most of the southern areas. So I think we have to start identifying the pocket-wise. For example, the Chakasangs. Chakasangs of Futsero and Chosopas are no more backward, Speaker sir. They are as brainy as any one of us. They are as good as any one of us. But Chakasangs of my honorable MLAs up here, Peg areas, Chizami areas, they are still backward. I am aware of that. So also with the Sangdams. The Sangdams of the Longkemchari are very close to you, Speaker sir. Very close to Longsa, Mokusung district. They are also far advanced. But Sangdams of different districts, Seojung City are backward. When if you have seen the Supreme Court latest decision on the creamy layer, of course it is subject to debate, but we also have to identify within the reserve group who are the creamy layers, then start segregating them. Then the real meaning of quota reservation will come in. The real deserving ones doesn't get, even within the reserve group, because those who are living in the urban areas, they are the ones who are actually being sending their kids to the good schools, good cities, and they come back with this backward certificate and they get a job. The one who is graduated from the high schools in the village, in the district headquarters, doesn't get that opportunity. So where is the equilibrium? Where is justice here? So therefore, I would suggest that there has to be overhauling of the backward quota reservation, and it has to be identified on the pocket-wise. Let's come back to I'll go a little beyond that. The reservation, even on the IPS, NBS category. That NCS, IAS quota. There also there is some re-study is required, because most of these are being occupied by the services from the outside state. Now our state cadres are also being neglected in many ways. So when we say reservation, I think overhauling, a wholesome approach is required. You see what has happened. The backward quota reservation, it will the debate, not only a debate. If you see the recent incident in Bangladesh, Speaker sir, the Prime Minister was forced to resign Sheikh Hasina on the 4th of August. The protest started by the student group on what? 30% reservation for the descendants of the freedom fighters. The issue started from there. It polarized to a larger political of a higher magnitude, of course. But it all started from that backward quota reservation within the government job sector. I'm not provoking such situation here, but if we are not careful on this job reservation, now the advanced tribe like the Aos, Semas, Lotas, Regmas, we also started gaining up that look. We also have to demand our pound of flesh. Where are we going to end? There's going to be a big war within the Naga family, and therefore, unless government comes up with the very practical solution, a proposal, it is going to be a big problem for the state. And for that, I would like to insist that the government, since CM has already announced that there will be a revisit, I'm happy with that. But there is a lot of things to be done in this, and proper rationalization of the backward quota is required. Even for the people with Disability Act, there is also a reservation. So there are reservations of reservations. So how do we synchronize all this for the betterment of our society? So this is what I would like to put across my bone of contention. Thank you.
I want to thank the honorable member for speaking out his mind and what he thinks about it. As clearly mentioned, I said review can be done only when we conduct a fresh census. And regarding the ENPO area of 6 tribes, now 7. In this issue, I am aware that the population in the tribes is different. Onyaks having 1.50 lakhs, 1,50,000, and some small tribes has very low, not even half or a quarter. But let me tell you, I questioned at that time our honorable members that if you go by your proposal, big or small, if tribes should go by rotation and get equal percentage, it is not justified, and you will quarrel again. But they told me that it is decided by the ENPO and we all agreed. So it can go ahead. So with their proposal, we had done like that. Recent time, particularly More district, they started complaining that they should be given according to the population ratio. This will be possible only when the new census is conducted and the whole state, not only ENPO or now the present backward areas, backward tribes, but everything has to be overhauled. And as mentioned, even specific duration should be kept. Now in this decade, they wanted a separate percentage quota. But the government decision was, till such time review is taken, they should be within that income purview. So they should share. That is a stand. But I learned that they had gone to court to fight for the right. Nobody can stop, and everybody, I feel that the whole Nagas who are tribals, we are all backward. But among the backward, some little more advanced, we agreed that yes, we should bring the backward areas or the people at par with the state. But in this, in life, nobody, including myself or yourself, we don't get 100% justice. So, as a family of the Nagas, we have different tribes, but we have to compromise and to work out a formula to coexist and live in peace. Otherwise, we fight individually. The tribalism is very strong? Because all these things were promoting more of our own tribes. Naga movement, why it could not be resolved? Because Nagaism, we are fighting among the tribal level. Our tribes come first. Our Naga issue come last. We're still at the level of individualism, tribalism. We have not come to the Nagaism. And that's why we're in this form of situation. Therefore, we as an elected member, we have to guide our people, and instead of making more complicated, we should contribute to resolve when the time comes. Thank you.